Hey look, it's another Ford Ranger. Ford is really trying its best to ensure that there's a Ford for everyone. This is the Ford Ranger XLT 2-liter Biturbo. This vehicle features the same engine as what you'd get in the Wildtrak and Wildtrak X, and it might just match them in terms of some tech. On a tight budget, this is the bucky, pickup truck, ute, whatever it is you call it from your side of the world, that I would buy, and I will tell you why. In this video, we are going to review the XLT, looking at its interior and exterior features, take it out for a drive, launch it from 0 to 100 km per hour to test its performance, and we will decide whether this would be a better alternative to the proud-looking Wildtrak. When it comes to the current bucky segment, I think we can all agree that the Ford Ranger is the benchmark. I mean, it won the Car of the Year awards. For that, a massive applause to Ford. With that being said, may the year ahead be filled with success and blessings for you all. Without any further waste of time, let's get the performance stats out of the way. Underneath the hood lies a 2-liter twin turbocharged diesel engine that produces 154 kilowatts of power and 500 Newton meters of torque. This engine is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission and a standard 4-wheel drive system. This is the same engine as you'd find in the Wildtrak X as well as the Wildtrak 2-liter Biturbo. So even though you pay more for the Wildtrak and Wildtrak X, the power output is same, unless you go for the 3-liter V6 turbo diesel. It's a powerful enough engine, and I do not think you'll need more for everyday needs and towing purposes. On the road, if you're blindfolded, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart. The XLT offers sufficient comfort and good road handling. At highway speeds, you will get the slight wind whistle to remind you that you're driving a tall buggy, but it's not intrusive. Overtaking power, well, you have plenty of that. Let's launch it and see what it's like from a standstill. Zero to 100 km per hour happens in less than 10 seconds. However, it's the power delivery that impresses the most. The 10-speed auto box always has the right gear. From an off-road perspective, well, Ford Rangers offer quite a well-composed and confidence-inspiring ride. They absorb road angulations and corrugations quite well. I did some light off-roading and I was impressed at how comfortable the ride was. It's a capable off-roader. Fuel consumption is rated at an average of 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. On the safety front, this model has been equipped with the optional lane keep assist and lane departure warning. You also get blind spot monitoring, and the demo price will shock you. More on that later on. For now, let's look at the exterior and interior features. This is the interior of the XLT. In contrast to the Wildtrak, it's not as exciting. However, it's definitely on a premium level. From an interior perspective, the differences between the Wildtrak and the XLT are subtle. You have electric adjustable leather seats, plastic glove box, instrument cluster cover, and center console storage compartment lead, in contrast to the leather wrap in the Wildtrak and orange leather contrast stitching. The vehicle features an 8-inch digital instrument cluster with a fully configurable layout. The digital instrument cluster will show you details such as your different driver terrain modes, such as normal, slippery, tow or haul, and eco mode for the fuel saving. You do not get the rotary dial, and you also do not get the fancy gear knob that can change back to park should you leave the car without placing it in park. You have a 10-inch center touchscreen with the Sync 4 infotainment system with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity. And no, the standard system is not the B&O, but for the price, I would customize mine to my perfect taste. The B&O is found in the Wildtrak variant. Rear passengers are treated to comfortable seats. I am 1.86 meters tall, and with the front seat in my comfortable sitting position, well then, there's your space. You have a decent amount of headroom. In contrast to the Wildtrak, you have no 3-point plug and USB ports for the rear passengers. However, you do get a 12-volt socket for the rear passengers. If you're a front passenger, you'll be treated to a Type-C and Type-B USB port as well as a wireless charging pad. There's also an additional 12-volt socket in the center console storage area. As you can see, practicality and storage are galore. You have cup holders everywhere, on the dashboard, in the door pockets, in the front center console and the rear center console area. However, you only get the single glove box and additional storage in the center console. You also have 7 airbags as standard, similar to what you get in the Wildtrak. The climate control system is automatic and it's a dual climate control system. From an exterior perspective, if you're not clued up about cars and so on, you wouldn't really know which one is which. But in my opinion, there's just something more premium about the Wildtrak. It has that thing about it. I can't put a finger on it, but it's there. It just has that thing, you know? Both the XLT and Wildtrak trims of the 2024 Ford Ranger boast a bold, modern exterior design, but there are some key differences to consider. Without any waste of time, let's look into it. Our XLT example features a more traditional truck look with a prominent grille that features a chrome touch, while the Wildtrak features a more aggressive grille. Both the Wildtrak and XLT feature LED headlights in this trim with the signature C-shaped daytime running lights. The XLT has a body-colored front bumper with integrated fog lights, and the Wildtrak on the other hand features a gloss black bumper with integrated fog lights and a skid plate. XLT, Wildtrak. Petrol head or not, now you know. Wildtrak, XLT. On the side, you can't really tell them apart. The differences are minor. The XLT comes with 17-inch alloy wheels as standard, and this has been upgraded to the 18-inch alloy wheels and black fender flares. You have a more plain type of look on the XLT. The Wildtrak gets upgraded 20-inch alloy wheels on this application with all-terrain tires and wider fender flares. You have roof rails, load bed rails, and a sports bar which adds to the aesthetics of the Wildtrak. On both cars, you will find the Biturbo logo on the side because in this application, they both feature the 2-liter Biturbo engine. At the rear, both the XLT and Wildtrak boast LED taillights with the Wildtrak logo on the Wildtrak and XLT on the XLT. The lower bumper of the XLT has a touch of the body color, whilst the Wildtrak is black. You have the same size load bay with both cars having plastic cladding. The XLT features a single 12-volt outlet, whereas the Wildtrak features two 12-volt outlets. In my opinion, the XLT offers a more utilitarian and affordable take on the Ranger's exterior design, whereas the Wildtrak on the other hand is for someone who wants a more aggressive and off-road focused look, with features that enhance both style and capability. The 2-liter Biturbo XLT will set you back $748,800 without any optional extras. With the extras as mentioned in the video, it will set you back $795,420. At the time of filming, this demo vehicle was going for 679,000 rands with only plus minus 90 kilometers on the clock. For the purpose of this video, we will base our cost of ownership on the newer model without any optional extras. Cost of ownership will therefore set you back $18,297 with an installment of $14,639, insurance of $2,000, as well as fuel of $1,658, assuming you'll fill up the 80-liter tank at least once a month, which should give you 1,111 kilometers at the average fuel consumption of 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. So then, if you were lucky to get it at the demo price of, wait for it, $679,900, installment would be $13,292. That's a saving of almost 1,347 rand per month, which is 16,164 rand per year. The vehicle also comes with a warranty of 4 years or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, as well as an optional service plan. Is this the vehicle that I would go for? Well, on a tight budget of only 700,000 rands, this vehicle would definitely make sense. I'm actually tempted to ask, Does the XLT make any sense to you? And if so, which variant of the XLT would you go for? The 2-liter single turbo one or the 2-liter biturbo version? With that being said, it's now time for the Mio score. For the interior, I'll give this vehicle a 7.5 out of 10. For the exterior, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. For engine and performance, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. For safety and technology, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. As an overall package, I'll give the vehicle a solid 8 out of 10. The Ford Ranger XLT 4x2 therefore gets a Mio score of 40 out of 50. A massive shout out to Ford Fury in Woodmead for allowing us to review this vehicle. If you're in the market for a Ford, be sure to visit them. Thank you for watching and for getting to the end of the video. If you haven't yet done so, be sure to like and to subscribe to the channel for more dope content like this.